have a running car right
Alright, so I wasn't really planning on putting Dad on camera today because it's a pretty sad day for Dad here, but he started it, so I guess he broke the ice. He broke the ice. So today is a day that we didn't know it was gonna come. I don't know if Dad knew it was gonna come. That 509 that's been in my dad's car for how many years? 10 years. Coming out and going into the gray Monte. So this is gonna be a long process. So these videos are probably gonna be spread. Look at that. Nice big Pro Mod scoop he's got there.
Actually, it's not going to be a long process. I intend that to go swinging tonight.
There you go. But I'm saying the whole motor process is going to be a while, but because we're going to be racing this summer and stuff like that. But we're going to start this process today and start getting this motor out of the bracket car and going into the gray car.
Christopher.
Yeah.
This way? Again, if we make this a half inch bigger all around.
Yeah.
Right, you think a half inch is decent enough?
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it half big?
I will go a quarter. I just don't want to be scratching the shit out of the scoop every time it goes on.
All right, so we are taking another play out of the Bill Hoskins playbook here with another voiceover style video because, like I said, the last one I just didn't do good recording, but I did do time lapse this time. So this is just us taking the motor out and getting ready to put it in the new car. Update, stopped time lapse mode for a minute and just pulling stuff apart. It's kind of boring and self-explanatory for most. You just take everything apart until the motor's out. So you want to do an update or no?
No, I'm sick.
You're sick. Could you explain what the motor is, or you won't do that right now?
No. It's top secret.
No.
Slower than a Mustang.
Oh.
You know something, Nick? It's possible, but you don't have a time slip to say it yet. So when you have a time slip that says that,
And we got a big dog nitrous kit coming in right now.
We're skipping the 8s on 2 weeks.
Big dog nitrous kit.
1,000 horsepower on top of this thing.
Is that what
Yeah.
you ordered the 2?
Yeah, the wet system, billet, crossbar, whatever. The most expensive one they had for a carburetor.
2, yeah. 2.
Yeah.
Nice. Fancy.
Fancy, dude.
It'll probably end up on your car.
I don't know.
But that's besides the point.
I don't know.
Why? What's? Well, you know, let's ask him and explain why that would be possible.
Because this car's not going to be fast enough.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I'm gonna get a Pro Charger and I'm gonna put that on.
Oh, I'm definitely getting a Pro Charger. So
picking up from the other voiceover section, kind of felt bad sticking the camera in front of Dad because obviously we're stripping his beloved race car for parts right now to put it in technically my car, but it's really ours. He won't say that, but it's ours. But so I didn't really want to get the cameras, you know, in his face and make him talk about it. So we're taking stuff apart from the motor, obviously, and then me and Nick are trying to get the converter bolts out, which was just an absolute fiasco and completely miserable, but we eventually got it out and kept going with the process of pulling the motor out. So it has escalated quickly today, and it looks like we're pulling the motor out right now. So once we get everything obviously unbolted and pretty much stripped down, we grab the hoist that we normally do to pull the body off, and then we just started pulling the motor out. I have to move some cars around and unbolt some stuff. Now, despite being a little scared, we continue to do it, obviously, and I didn't want the engine hoist, so it's really my fault. God forbid something was to happen, so, but we were all scared. Okay, so last thing you saw...
So what you're saying is we're here?
Yeah, which is probably worse.
Possibly might just miss this?
Yeah, maybe. So, haven't put the motor plate in a while, so now that the motor is out, the game plan is to test fit it in there before taking it apart. So right now we're looking at the motor plate, seeing what the deal is with that, making sure the pan is okay because it is pretty low. And so the motor plate, we're checking the motor plate and the pan right now because we have the steering rack that is right underneath where the pan is. So we're trying to make sure that it will fit at least this pan. It's not, might not be the one we ultimately use, but we have to check it somehow. So we're gonna start getting ready to test fit the motor into the gray Monte to then eventually take it back out and start the whole rebuild, kind of freshen up deal. So all right, picking up from the day after, I am just taking the motor plate off and putting the new motor plate on. Pretty self-explanatory stuff. Then we decided we moved some stuff around or whatever, and we're gonna actually drop the motor in tonight. So we started putting the motor in and all that, and we were kind of worried that the pan, like I said before, the pan was gonna be too close to the ground and the rack, but we're just gonna have to wait and see, put it in, and hopefully it works.
Drop top through roof, you know how I do. Smiling now, 100 diamonds dancing on my tooth, dancing in the dark, run up on my spark, extended in.
I don't understand. Get a. But this A on.
Yeah.
There's a bolt. Look through that hole right there.
What bolt? What do you mean? This?
Get a Phillips screwdriver.
Pull it over. Pull it over. Is the pan hitting the ground? Is that why it fits?
No, it ain't even close to the ground. I mean, it's too close to the ground.
All right, so there you have it. It seems to be clearing everything, which is great.
How does the mid plate look?
I mean, it's kind of like,
It's not on.
no.
You say if the mid plate was on, we would know what the angle was.
Yeah.
You can't be far off, though.
No, I don't think so. Don't look like it.
I don't want to bolt the motor plate on, so I don't want to bend it.
Okay, so I'm getting to explain what the motor is now, but good news is it fits, which is great. So obviously we have to take it out and do everything that we're going to do to it, but just want to make sure it fit with the rack and the pan and all that, which it seems to all fit, which is a huge plus. That would have been a lot of extra work that we had to do to get that to fit, but I guess Dad will tell you what the motor is.
Nothing special. Nothing special.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a Chevrolet 496 block. Chevrolet heads. It's right out of the bracket car. But we're going to make it a little nitrous motor for this car.
So.
Nothing special.
Yeah.
For now. For now.
Oh yeah, for now. So we have some stuff coming from Nitrous Express. Shout out to them, obviously, for hooking us up and helping us out and being a partner. Thank you guys. Once we get the package of the ton of stuff that we got, we'll show you obviously what we got. And then we also partnered up with Stripper Glitter, which is sweet. So we got an order from them. Plan on doing a lot of testing and then eventually a lot of racing. So we're gonna need it. So they were nice enough to partner up with us as well, which is great. That'll do it for this video. The motor's in. We're going testing on Saturday. I don't know when you'll see that video, probably about a week from when this video came out. So we'll be testing Nick's car. He got the hood scoop on, which I showed you before. And that'll do it for this video. Anything else you have to say?
Run up on my spark, extended in the Audi, try to play me for a mark.